Alright, I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work of true sincerity. I like to say Mawafla Babu, which is death to Babylon. And Lord willingness is edifying to you brothers out there that's doing this work of true sincerity. Salakia, man. Just trying to get my book. Real quick, the Spirit had me thinking on the topic of the hatred of these other nations towards you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, ultimately the hatred that Esau, Edom have for you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, he showed every day, man. You know, he take counsel with the other nations, and they plan on how to oppress you even more. You know, ultimately being the elite bankers, you know, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, they know who you are, man. They know that you're the people of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And real quick, I want to grab this. This is Psalms 83:3. It says, well, I'll start at the top. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. And as you can see, the Lord is not keeping silent, nor is he being still. You know, and how is he not keeping silent? You know, by having his prophets out in the highways and byways prophesying against these nations, against Esau, Edom, and his kingdom, man, which is America, aka Babylon. You know, ultimately the whole world, because like the scriptures tell you in Job 9:24, for the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Now, as you can see, the world is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. You know, because Esau, he feeds you people pork, pigs. You know, he'll feed you lobsters and crabs. You know, things that's contrary to the Most High. You know, how else is he the wicked of the earth? He allows you people to worship, commit adultery, become homosexuals, become transgenders. You know, this is the way of the so-called white man. And ultimately, his plot, his plan is really to come against you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans and make you go off so he can stay in power. So real quick, we're going to get to Psalms 83:1 again. Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thy enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Right? They take crafty counsel against you, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, what do they do, man? They'll put liquor stores and gun stores in your neighborhood. Why? So you can kill each other. You know, really, ultimately, that's the curses that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai have put upon 2/3 of you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Real quick, man, I wanted to grab this. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. And who is that? That's a so-called white man, Esau, Edom. You know, he works. Let's read that back. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil. Right, he worked evil upon his bed, man. You know, this devil is always thinking of ways to break you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans down, man. You know, and the first thing he'll do is put these KKK members, these Edomites, as cops. You know. So let's take that back. This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, right? It's in the power of their hand. They're the power that be right now. Matter of fact, let's get that. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers, for there is no power but of the Most High. So there's no power given to you except it be of the Most High. You know, the Most High have given you the power to rule over his people. Why? Because his people have broken the laws, the statutes, the commandments. You know, so he have put what? He have put you heathens over his people as punishment. It says, The powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So the powers that the so-called white man have is ordained by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, by who you ignorantly call God, which is Yahweh, and who you ignorantly call Jesus, which is Yahweh Shah, man. So the powers that the so-called white man have is given unto him by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So real quick, Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. You know, did not the Lord give Nebuchadnezzar power to siege Jerusalem? You know, did he not give the Romans power to siege Jerusalem? You know, the Most High, he gave them power. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. It says, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil, man. So the Lord have given power, he have created all things, and he have given power unto the wicked, man. You know, it's just that plain and simple. If the Spirit is upon you to see this, man. This is Psalms 83, and we'll start at 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that happened, man. You know, our people, you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, at a point of time, didn't know who you were as a people. Now the Spirit is out, allowing us to search and seek for the truth, and now the truth is being brought out. You know, you even have a lot of these people of different nations knowing that we are the children of Israel, man. It says, for they have consulted together with one consent, right? These nations have consulted together with one consent to do what? Come against you, man. Come against you, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It says, they are confederate against thee, the tabernacle of Edom. Hey, going into Esau, Edom, the tabernacle of Edom. So real quick on the phone, we going to get this. This is Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood. Right, the Lord is going to prepare you Edomites unto blood, man. This is what's coming. You know, the beautiful thing about it is that bright burn, man. You know, brothers really got to watch that bright burn. You know, I just went tonight and watched it. It was beautiful. You know, you had that kid that fell from the sky, and he was killing people beautifully, man. You know, he a sneak attack. Hey, he wasn't playing, man. We can keep going. And that just goes to show you the type of power the elect is gonna have, man. But there's the elect ain't gonna have no weakness, man. Hey, you ain't gonna get some dirty looking metal, you know, to slice you. You know, even though the ship came from his planet, you know, not trying to be a spoiler alert, but if it is, you know, shut the video off and watch something else. But ultimately, you know, the elect ain't gonna have no damn weakness, man. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, saith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out, and him that returneth. So Mount Seir, which represents now America, is going to be destroyed, man. You know, America is spiritually, you know, these different nations. You know, Rome, Egypt, Mount Seir, you know, Babylon. All of these ancient kingdoms is America all put together, man. You know, let's keep going on here. This is Psalms 83, and we'll start back at the 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they have hate thee, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, which is the so-called white man, and the Ishmaelites, which is the Arabs, of Moab, which is the Chinese, and of the Hagarenes, which are Hamites, Gabal, I believe, which are Hamites as well, and Ammon, and let's keep going here, and Ammon and Amalekite, which are Edomites, the Philistines, which are Hamites, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, and that's it, man. You know, these nations come against you, so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans. You know, that's why you in the waste of the towns, man, of the city, you know, in a bad neighborhood. You know, you go down to a lot of these South Side neighborhoods and things like that, man. It's all trashy and dirty and, you know, just filthy, man. But you know, that's how Esau, he does it, man. He have that perpetual hatred, which that's continuous hatred, you know, and that's why the Lord is gonna bring his ass down, man. The Lord is gonna set his people back in that rightful position where they belong, you know, and that's what's coming, man. Is that the Lord is about to rise up Israel and take the earth back, you know, because look what happens when the wicked rule over the earth. He destroyeth it again. Going into Isaiah 24:5, for the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, man. And who's inhabiting the world? Esau, Edom, these other nations. You know, even 2/3 of our people, they're helping destroy the world, man. You know, they're helping Esau out with that, man. You know, that's why 2/3 of our people have to get put to death. It tells you in the book of Zechariah. And so there's going to be a great cleansing in the world, man. The Lord is going to wipe out the wicked, and the rest of the wicked is going to go into captivity under the so-called Black Hispanics and Native Americans, the elect of Israel, you know. And this is what's coming, man. This is facts, you know. The spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is upon us to preach these words, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna preach these words. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there. I want to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutation to you brothers out there doing this work of truth sincerity. I like to say Muwathla Babel, which is death to Babylon. And Lord willing, as this was edifying to you brothers out there that's doing this work of truth sincerity, I like to say Shalom.